Good morning everyone, this is As Muhammad Khan and I welcome you with new chapter student. It is chapter 8 and student it is related to our basic unit of life. Can you tell me what is the basic unit of life? Yes, what is the basic unit or the fundamental unit of life? Yes, it is cell. So this lesson is related to basic, structural, functional, fundamental unit of life. And what is it? It is cell, student. And the cell is the basic, structural and the functional unit. All the living organisms, only there is one exception, virus. Virus does not have the cell. Otherwise, all the living organisms, microorganisms, plants, animals, algae, fungi, what they have the cell. And cell is their structural, functional and the fundamental unit of life. Yes, student, it is the fundamental unit of life because all the basic functions that are essential for the life, these all basic functions like the respiration, digestion, excretion, transportation, all these basic functions are also performed by the cell. That's why there are the two types of cell containing organisms. First is unicellular organisms. Unicellular. Second is multicellular. Yes, student, this cell concept was given by a great scientist. And what was the name of the scientist that you have studied in your 9th class? Robert Hooke. And in which component he looked? The cell. It is bark of the tree, student. And we also call it cork. So the cell was observed by the Robert Hooke. And the cell that was discovered by the Robert Hooke are dead cells. Dead cells were discovered by Robert Hooke. There is also another Robert student, that Robert Brown. Robert Brown discovered the nucleus, the control center of the cell. But the Robert Hooke discovered the dead cell. Now the living cells were discovered by a great scientist, Antony A.V. Leeuwenhoek. Antony Leeuwenhoek discovered the dead cell, living cell, student, living cells. So the living cells were discovered by the Antony Leeuwenhoek and the dead cell were discovered by Robert Hooke. Now, the cell is the basic structural and the functional unit, and it makes the living organisms according to their number. If there is only one cell is found in the living organism, then those living organisms are known as unicellular organisms. And if there is more than one cells are found, then those living organisms are known as multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms examples are all the protozoas like amoeba, plasmodium, paramecium, euglena. These are the unicellular living organism because they have only one cell and all the basic functions are performed by a single cell. Now we come on the multicellular organisms. They have the more than one cell, and in this all the plants and animals come in this category. Plants and animals. Plants and animals come in the category of multicellular organism because they have more than one cell, and those multi-cells makes the one particular structure that is known as tissue, and the tissue make the organs, and organ make the parts of body, and parts of body, student, make the whole body. Means if there is only more than one cell and all the basic functions are performed by those cells, those living organisms are known as cellular organization having living organisms. And if they have only tissue, then those living organisms are known as tissue specific. And if they have the organs with the help of the tissue, then those living organisms are known as tissue specific. And if they have the parts of body, then those living organisms are known as body specific living organisms. So it is the types of the multicellular organisms. So all the higher organisms come in this category. All the higher organisms. Now about the cells, there was one theory was given, student. That theory was given by the great scientists Slidell and Swan, who studied about the cell. Like the Slidell was a botanist and the Swan was a zoologist, and they study about the plant cell as well as animal cells. And with the help of those studies, they gave one theory, and that theory is known as cell theory, student. And that cell theory says that all the living organisms are made up of cell, and their cells are made by the pre-existing cells. Their cells are made up by the pre-existing cells, and those cells are divided and they perform the particular living organisms. So these all concepts was given in that theory. So now we will discuss about those theory, student. Yes, student, now we will discuss about the cell theory. As I have taught you that the cell theory was given by Slidell and Swan. Slidell was a German botanist, and he studied about the plants. And their cells, and some conclusion he got after the study. Like this Swan was a British zoologist, and he studied about the animals and their cells, and he also found some conclusion. And those conclusions, conclusion of Slidell and conclusion of Swan was combined together by a great scientist, Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow concluded those all studied in 1855, and he gave the name of those conclusions cell theory, student. And according to the cell theory, all the living organisms are made of cells. They are made of cells, and with this all cell arises from pre-existing cells. Means all the cells are made by their parent cell, student, parent cell. With this, what he conclude, that activities that are performed by the living organisms, all the activities are the sum of the interaction of the activities of the cells. Means the living organisms or the plants or animals, all the process that are done by them, all those process are the sum of the cellular activities or the cells activities. It is the main point of the cell theory, student. So it is about the cell theory. So what will you learn? Who gave the cell theory? Slyden and Swan. Who concluded their study? Rudolf Virchow in 1855. And what is the main point of the cell theory? That the activities that are performed by the living organisms, all those activities are the sum of the interaction of the cell, student. So it is about the cell theory. Now we have done the introduction of the cell. After this we will discuss about the type of the cells in our next segment. So best of luck. Bye.